Hello everyone, welcome. I'm here to teach you the ways to access your BIOS settings in your PC or your laptop. And without further ado, let's jump right into the voiceover. Okay, the first way to access your BIOS menu is to when you first turn on your PC, it will go through a very quick pause. Before the pause is completed, you have to press or hold the correct hotkey based on the brand of your PC so that it will direct you straight to the BIOS menu instead of the username password area. So press the turn on button and quickly press the hotkey. My laptop is Acer and the hotkey for Acer is F2 or the delete hotkey. So click and press F2 quickly. Just like that. And now you are directed to the BIOS menu. Here you will find many information related to your laptop. You can change it, your password, the time, and the software that was booted. And after that, you will just go to this exit tab. You can save or discharge the changes, whatever you like, and that's how you access the BIOS menu. Okay, the next way to access your BIOS menu is when you have a Windows 10 PC which have the advanced startup settings in the setting area. So, to do that, you have to go to the settings menu. Now, open settings sa app and then go directly to update and security. Now, when you're at the update and security, go to recovery. Now, at recovery, you will find this advanced startup menu. And this says to start up from a device or disk. Change your PC firmware settings. It's like you're going to access the BIOS menu right now. So press restart now. Your PC will be restarted and you will go to the area where you can access your BIOS menu. Now, when you're at this area, you will go to troubleshoot and then advanced options. Now, press the UEFI firmware settings. UEFI is what we call the BIOS in the newer PC brands. And if you click this, it will restart your PC and will direct you to the BIOS menu again. And that's how you access your BIOS menu settings in your PC. And for those who are asking what are the hotkey for their PC brands, here are the lists I found. As you can see, they are pretty much the same, but they are also not. So thank you for watching, guys. I hope you learned something in this video. Bye.
Hello everyone, I'm Kenneth Almario from STEM 12G, and today I'm going to do a short tutorial about the BIOS boot sequence. The BIOS boot sequence defines which devices a computer should check for the operating system's boot files. It also specifies the order devices are checked. The list can be arranged and reordered in the computer's BIOS. But first, let's do a short review on how to access the BIOS setup. To access the BIOS setup, upon opening the computer, you will have to press one of these keys depending on the manufacturer of the computer in order to access the BIOS setup. Upon accessing the BIOS setup, there are a few tabs, namely the information, menu, advanced, security, boot, and exit. We need to access the boot tab by pressing the right arrow key. Upon accessing the boot tab, we will need to use the up and down arrow keys to select an item and press the enter key to select it. This might open up a secondary menu. Use the arrow keys to navigate and the enter key to confirm your choices. To save the changes that you have made, go to the Exit tab by pressing the right arrow key. Enter the save changes and exit, and that's it, you're done. I hope that you have learned, and thank you for listening.
Hello guys, I'm back. It's me again, JB Villanueva. Today I will show you how to assemble your CPU. Sorry if some other parts are rusty because my CPU is old. So ayun guys, para mailagay natin yung CPU, kailangan natin i-press down to, then i-side para malis yung lock, then angat lang natin, tapos ito lagay natin dito, tapos ayan. So pagkabalik naman ganito yung ginawa yung unang step, press down, and tapos next natin is RAM. Ayun, baliktad. And then, tapos yung lock, lagyan sa gilid. And so, okay na siya. So, yun guys, tapos natin ilagay yung RAM. Ito naman ngayon yung fan. Ganito lang. Lagyan natin dito. Tapos nakita natin may clip siya. And pull down lang. Dinan lang natin. Nakakabit na yung apat. Tapos ito, press lang natin para bumaon. So yun guys, makikita nyo, nakalock na. Tapos kabit lang natin to. Ayun guys, okay na siya. Ayun guys, halagay na natin yung motherboard sa casing natin. Ito muna lalagay natin. Tapos ito na yung motherboard. Lagay lang natin dito. Next natin is yung video card. Lagay natin siya dito sa may block. Ito. Medyo may kahirapan nga lang siya ikabit kasi sa sulok. Ayan. Tapos screw na natin siya sa gilid. Medyo maliit kasi. Kamayin ko muna. Ayan. Ayun, okay na guys. Nailagay na natin yung board tsaka itong video card. Okay. Next natin guys is yung power cable connector. Ito siya. So may pagkakasunod-sunod siya. Bali 8 pin. Ito yung pagkakasunod-sunod sa mababa. Sa baba, ilalagay ko na lang yung picture. Medyo may kahirapan siya kasi maliit. Guys, nilagay na natin din. Ito naman siya sa may taas. Lagay ko na lang ulit dun sa video para alam niyo yung pagkakasunod-sunod. So, ayan guys, nalagay na natin. Next naman natin nilalagay ito dito sa baba. Ito yung pagkakasunod-sunod niya. Nalagay ko na lang ulit mamaya sa video. Hindi maghihirapan siya ikabit kasi maliliit. Ayan, nakikabit na natin yung sa lower part. Ngayon, dito naman sa taas. Bali, ito naman yung pagkakasunod-sunod niya. And then, lalagay ko na lang ulit sa picture. Ano ka naman ito picture sa video. Guys. So yun guys, naikabit na natin siya. Next step naman. Next natin ilalagay is yung hard drive. Meron natin siya dito. Hinatan lang natin cable sa harap. Then screw lang natin siya. Step natin is yung DVD-ROM. Natin siya dito. Ayan guys, ito. Lumobra. And then screw lang natin sa gilid. Sorry guys kung kulang-kulang na yung screw. Bumana kasi masyado. Yun guys, nalagay na natin. Next step ay ito, power supply. Screw lang ulit natin. Next natin guys, lalagyan na natin sa SATA cable. Dito sa baba. Kasi isa dito sa taas. Dito sa loob guys. Ito. Ayan. Then yung isa nating cable dito sa katabi niya. And tapos yung isa dito sa and guys, kabit na natin. Next natin guys ito, 24 pin cable. Tapos next natin ito, dito sa taas, sa DVD-ROM. Tapos itong isa na to, dito naman sa baba. Sa hard disk katabi ng SATA. Then ang last na cable guys, ito. Dito naman. Ayan guys, dito. Tabi ng fan. Ayan guys, nagabit na natin. Ayan guys, nilagyan na natin yung motherboard. Babalik na natin yung case cover. Screw lang natin siya. Last part natin guys, itong huling cover. Tignan natin siya dito para sa fan. Screw lang ulit natin siya.
So yun guys, muna.
Thank you guys for watching. I hope you learned from this video.
To create a bootable device using command prompt, search CMD and run it as an administrator. First, type disk part, then hit enter. Then type list disk and enter. Next, type the disk that you will be using. In my case, my flash drive is in disk 1, so I typed select disk 1. Just make sure that you will choose the correct disk, because after this, our next step is to type clean to remove all the data from the drive. Next, type create partition primary or just simply create part pri, then enter. Then type select partition 1 or select part 1, then hit enter. Then type active to activate the current partition, then enter. Next, type the format fs equals ntfs quick. Don't forget to type quick if you want to load it faster. And we can also put a label or change the name of the flash drive. Just type label equals whatever the name that you want to use. I used bootable. And enter. And we'll just have to wait. After successfully loading it, type exit and hit enter to leave the disk part program, but don't close the command prompt yet. After this, we can now copy the OS installation disk to our bootable USB flash drive. After copying this, we're done, we're finished. We successfully created our USB flash drive as a bootable device. To create a bootable device using automated tool, we need an ISO file, and it is better if you already have one. I search Windows 10 ISO file download. There. And then I just click download to now and just wait for it to be downloaded. Now that we have an ISO file, we can go to rufus.ie. There are many software that you can use to create a bootable device. However, in this video, I used Rufus. Scroll down and we'll see the download. I'll get the latest version, Rufus 3.12, and just wait for it to be finished. Open it, and there. We need a USB flash drive. Requirement at least 4 GB for 32-bit operating system and at least 8 GB for 64-bit operating system. And we can see now my USB drive. In boot selection, there is the non-bootable, the free DOS, but we'll select disk or ISO image. And here in select, open the Windows ISO image that we have downloaded earlier. There, partition scheme. We have GPT and MBR. Check first what type of partition you have. Type disk management, and we'll see create and format hard disk partition. I'll check my disk 0, right click and properties, then volumes. Here I have MBR as my partition style, then OK. And we'll select MPR. We can change the volume label, and I named that bootable. and we can click start. It will give us a warning that all of the files will be destroyed, so make sure that you have a backup of your files in case that there's still a file in there, and then click OK and we'll just wait. After finishing it, we can now install the Windows 10 using the USB drive.